What's the hubbub? Wow. Caught in the act. SnyderVerse fanboys have now said Milly Alcock hates all Christians, and Supergirl flopping has ended the DCU when the movie isn't even out. They've said Batman 2 was cancelled.
Never go full retard.
James Gunn fired Henry Cavill out of spite, and that Zack Snyder already is back and DCU is out. Right off the bat, let me react to Nerdrotic, as well as Jester Bell's take on the Milly Alcock commentary towards Christianity, and finally Geeks and Gamers.
Speaking of never leering, Milly Alcock, as Drinker called her, has gone out and really just kind of pulled a She-Hulk. It's not helping at all.
She's determined to tank this film, like so many of her comments leading up to Supergirl. Just
I know. Actors are stupid.
She's just named very specifically a kind of person, a dad of 4 and a Christian who, you know, she sees this kind of person taking issue with her comments as hilarious. And she sees those as the right kind of people to tick off. And so she's just exposed the group of people that she dislikes in real life.
Keep in mind, superhero movies, the same type of person that might have dad of 4 Christian in their bio, that might actually be the exact demographic of person that you need to make these superhero cinematic universes successful.
That's
and
6 tickets.
You look at Marvel when they started moving away from dad of 4 Christian white man as their predominant audience, their target audience. It's almost like all their shit started to fucking fail.
Here we can see a theme through these takes. These channels are out of their depth and lacking nuance. Nerdrotic calls her stupid without understanding the context. Perhaps blissfully so for his alt-right supporters, I don't know. But him and the critical drinker can't go a day without worrying about what is woke. I've heard they are afraid to use alarm clocks and are constantly late. Oh my God, the alarm woke me up. No, I can't be fucking woke. Anyways, many are trying to paint this as a Rachel Zegler-type screw-up, but instead of insulting an imaginary prince, Milly is supposedly insulting all of Christian males. Let me reiterate some facts I may have touched upon in prior videos. Zegler insulted the Snow White story, calling the prince a stalker, a youthful misstep as an actress that, yes, I disagreed with her on. Milly, however, embraces Supergirl. She just doesn't like being called feral boy, Will Poulter, trans jokes, or other cyberbully insults. She was saying that there are people mocking her with terrible harassing insults, and some of them are dads with scriptures in their profiles. It was her poking at the irony of Christian dads acting very unlike Christ. So yes, if you are pissing off those fools, you are pissing off the right people. Mr. Phenom, you have a daughter, right? Aaron Fisher and your Restore SnyderVerse channel. You have 4 daughters, yet don't denounce the Milly Alcock harassment.
I am a Christian and a father of 4 amazing kids. And I'm the problem?
Man up, you guys, and do what is right and call that behavior out. None of these channels seem to ever point out a positive when they exist either. Yes, I've parodied the critical grifter, critical stinker, critical drinker. I've pointed out the nerdrotic bullshit also. They don't even know my small channel exists. So what? I'll give my opinion anyways. Those guys literally just find or create woke angles where they don't exist. When do you see them even go, oh, that's a cool-looking shot? They give nothing a chance. Even the cosmic crook news guy Matt Megloin had once admitted James Gunn's Superman is a good movie that isn't even woke.
Superman, everybody's going bananas online. We got the woke feminists that don't like how James Gunn handled the women in the movie. Then you got the right-wingers led by Dean Cain and whoever else trying to say that, you know, the immigration thing or that Superman's woke. I'll say the Superman movie is not woke.
Yeah, let me see you, Mr. Phenom Cop, to that highlight. It's all a Snyder shill game going on. Once Matt saw there is a Snyder cult, he tapped into it for clicks. His original review of Superman was positive, but it didn't help his views, so he saw the negativity sells grift. Mr. Phenom won't cover this point if he's anything like the other Snyder Mill channels, even if you ask him to review this cosmic book news clip.
So I wanted to see it a second time with a better screen in RPX, and it didn't disappoint. I liked it again. It's a real fun movie. You could bring your family, you could bring your kids. It's probably the best superhero movie I've seen in years. The summer of Superman is here. Go see it. Superman coming out of theater reaction. I liked it. Everybody in the theater liked it. Big applause. Go see it. James Gunn comes through. It's a fun superhero movie.
So look at your Snyder Bible leader of cosmic crook grift, you guys. Matt said Superman was good. Ouch. Let's keep clearing up the misinformation. Those claims mostly fall into the pattern of fandom rumor culture, taking partial information, anonymous scoops, rage bait tweets, or obvious jokes and inflating them into confirmed facts. None of the examples listed have credible evidence behind them. The Snyder Bro channels, which are Zack Snyder only fans, like to say he made a consistent verse and needed to continue it. I'd argue superhero fans don't want every recipe to be the same ingredients towards their cinema meals. Lanterns, a detective drama, Clayface dabbling in horror, Superman, a fantastical spectacle leaning into comic books. You have rated our Peacemaker and animated shows for different tones in the same verse. It can be cohesive without slinging the same style every time. Snyder managed to fuck up Superman after a solid Man of Steel effort in my book. He made a terrible Batman vs. Superman movie, a rushed death of Superman when they just met, Martha Gate, a Superman saying that nobody stays good in this world, a cringe comedic toddler acting Lex, and a half-assed Doomsday. It was pure shit, sorry. Even the Ultimate Edition doesn't save the core issues. You have Superman acting more like Batman personality-wise so much that it's like Superman with Batman powers. No fault of Henry Cavill either. He was forced into movies that didn't let him be the joyous hero of Superman. So there was hardly enough contrast with Batman. As for Supergirl box office, the DCU haters really don't talk anything else. In a downward superhero genre trend, they want low-hanging fruit to prop up SnyderVerse regime. All the Snyder Bro channels are trying to push the box office number up higher than the expectations should be, and only talk box office to hope, even if it's good, that they can paint it as a flop. You're not DC fans? If you want a good movie to fail, you're afraid it will be good. Fact. You're pushing fake expectation numbers. Some of the Restore SnyderVerse channels are pretending that Supergirl needs to do 1 billion.
James Gunn's DCU is not successful. If it was so successful, Supergirl will hit 1 billion.
No way. I've consistently said the same thing for a year on Supergirl. 300 million to 400 million as a goal.
Go ahead, clip it, meme it, tattoo it on your emotional support steelbook. If this thing crawls past Thunderbolt's level numbers and waddles into that 400 million box office range, I call that a certified success, not Restore the SnyderVerse success. It's like actual real world. People went outside and bought tickets, then financed their home to share a large popcorn bucket of success.
Yet they'll pretend my expectations are cope. They aren't a bright bunch. They are pushing up fake number expectations because, quite frankly, confidence is growing. The movie itself may be very good to great. I see a lot of mad copium now that all the new trailers and footage of Supergirl look solid as hell. That's why some of you try to make it all about box office. You think you are slick, moving the goalpost higher and higher. You will only talk and inflate numbers, never speaking on the potential film quality. You are afraid to talk about the fact it may be an awesome movie. Stop being scared of greatness. If the movie is any good, we are seeing even more greenlit projects. In fact, I'm expecting Lobo to be a standout and Jason Momoa to get a standalone project announcement soon. Let's go through the list further. The Batman 2 was cancelled.
The Batman 2 is canceled, you guys. I told you this years ago, and a lot of you clowns out there saying, oh, the Batman 2 was a success, or the Batman was a success. Well, if it was such a success, why are they canceling it?
There's no credible announcement that the Batman Part 2 was cancelled. Delays and shifting release dates happen constantly in comic book movies, especially during script development and studio restructuring. Delayed becomes cancelled after enough reposts from engagement accounts. Milly Alcock hates all Christians. There's no verified interview or statement from Milly Alcock saying anything remotely like that. This is classic outrage farming. Someone clips a quote out of context, invents a headline, and suddenly fandom accounts treat it like a papal decree. Milly's comments, as I alluded to earlier, are based on the irony of receiving cyberbullying toxicity from self-labeled God-fearing men. I pointed out examples I grabbed within 10 minutes of a social media search before, proving she's right. The insults at her are disgusting and a piss-poor example of behavior. I have asked Restore SnyderVerse-centric channels to man up and call the behavior out, but they are being cowards about it. I'd respect them being honest and saying they want their dead verse back, but reject the hatred she's getting. By knowingly turning a blind eye, they are supporting the attacks. They are on X seeing all the hate memes. They are aware and pretend because scared of their newly found grifter base of subscribers that must live off of all DCU hate. James Gunn fired Henry Cavill out of spite.
No, we sat down with him. We sat down with Henry.
So without revealing too much, I mean, what is that like to have to be the guy to tell Superman, thank you for your time, we have to go a different way now?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And we're talking to David Zaslav and all the legal people there and figuring out what our deals would be. And the day our deal closed, all of a sudden they were announcing that, that Henry was back. And I'm like, what is going on? We know what the plan is. Like we know what the plan is. The plan was to come in and do Superman.
Yeah.
So it was really unfair to him, and it was a total bummer.
James Gunn and Peter Safran rebooted the DC film slate after taking over DC Studios. Henry wasn't singled out because of some comic book supervillain grudge. Gunn publicly explained they were moving toward a younger version of Superman for the new continuity. Fans may dislike the decision, but corporate reboot is a lot less dramatic than personal vendetta. FYI that Amy Adams as Lois Lane and Ben Affleck as Batman would be pushing their 60s in a new 10-year plan. David Corenswet has a few things over Henry as a younger Superman. He is about a decade younger, a few inches taller, and as a Juilliard-trained actor, has a greater range to emote. Zack Snyder is already back, and the DCU is over. Every few months, the internet invents a secret triumphant return for Zack Snyder based on a vague social media post, a liked tweet, or "my cousin's barber works at Warner Bros." Meanwhile, the current DCU projects are still actively in development and release. Remember the Boom restored Aaron Fisher video?
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
And nothing happened? Ouch. The funny part is how some corners of fandom operate like conspiracy boards. The logo changed shades of blue. This confirms Snyder secretly owns Warner Bros. Or James Gunn blinked twice during an interview. Hidden message. Restore the SnyderVerse confirmed. At this point, some SnyderVerse rumor cycles feel like Stage 1. Trust me. Stage 2. Random YouTube thumbnail with glowing red eyes. Stage 3. Woke Hollywood is panicking. Stage 4. Absolutely nothing happens. Stage 5. Actually, this was part of the plan. A lot of these fandom wars stop being about movies and turn into identity team sports. The algorithm rewards outrage, certainty, and drama far more than "we don't know yet." Face it, the Snyderverse flopped and his DCEU established verse failed. It kept churning out the same slop, and people checked out. The last 5 years of Snyder established verse failed to even average 300 million per movie. Superman in 2025, off the shit reputation the Snyderverse made for DC, was able to more than double his average of last 5 DCEU Snyderverse years. It's a fact. With that, it's today's hubbub. No Snyderverse, no problem. I'll be watching Lanterns, Supergirl, Clayface, Man of Tomorrow, and the next wave of DCU projects. Cope and cry, Snyder Nutters.